Welcome back, Flashcats. It is episode 6 of Volcano Block, and it's time to get into some more Prodigy Tech. As you can see, we got the magnetic reassembler sitting up here, recipe ready to go. We need 4 ceramic, 2 gold, 2 redstone, and our refined circuit that we made last time. There's not really been anything that's gone on since the last episode, so you won't, I don't think, notice anything in between. But let's go ahead and craft our magnetic reassembler. There we go. Quest 1 complete within the first 30 seconds of the episode. How's that, guys? Alright. So, what this guy does is basically he turns dust into the initial piece. So, say we put diamond dust in here, it would turn it into a diamond. This is going to be important for one of our future quests. But not right this second. We got another block of mutation paste. We'll turn that into this. And let's take a look at our next thing. We need an incinerator. Now, what an incinerator is going to do, it's basically just going to get us ash, which we will need for our Inferno Fuel. So we need a piece of dirt, we need a flint, and 6 more of our wonderful ceramic. There's that, this, and a piece of dirt. See, isn't it so nice to have our inventory all nice and set up? Alright, here's an incinerator. We're going to throw... I'm going to throw this guy right here. Let's see here. Maybe... Let's throw a piece of charcoal in here real quick. And... you know what? We're just going to set it here. I was thinking about putting it up top, but I don't really want it to sit up there because it's not going to get near as much heat as it needs to, especially if one of these bottom ones is running. So we're just going to shift that over for right now. Alright, now let's get... How much cobblestone do we have on us? Let's get 16 of it. We're going to throw that in here, and we're going to need a little bit more charcoal. You'll note that the arrow heater takes a little bit of time to get started up. To get that 125 degrees Celsius. It hits 80 really quickly and then slows down. So you'll notice there is another difference between the guy we have running down there and this one up here. So this is making some ash. We'll take 2 of that. And let's take a look at our Inferno Fuel. We need 2 carbon dust, 1 carbon dust, 1 ash, 1 blaze powder. Alright, do we have any blaze powder up here? Does not look like it. So let's run down here and take a look at what we got. We have 1 blaze rod, no blaze powder. So we'll throw this in the Rotary Grinder, and that'll make us a little bit more than had we just directly crafted it. And we shall wait. There we go. Gave us 4 of it. We'll go back up here to continue our crafting. And there we go. Let's make our Inferno Fuel. 1 of those. Alright, let's take a look at our quest book again. We had made this, which gave us some uncooked meat kebabs. You'll notice that my hearts at the bottom of the screen have 2 orange ones. This is because at some point I ate a piece of watermelon and it increased our food by spice of life. So you definitely want to eat different foods. You'll notice that this says, not yet eaten, what does it taste like? And every so many foods you get, you will get that upgrade. Mr. Kitty is deciding to get in the way just like last time. Alright, so with this Inferno Fuel, we are going to actually take our magnetic reassembler real quick. Oh, that was almost bad. Don't want it falling off. And we're going to place him up there because we've already got heat going. We're going to take our Inferno Fuel, place it in here, and you'll see this will start taking the Inferno Fuel and making it into a crystal. We're going to wait for that here for a moment. I'm going to put, let's see here, some bone meal up there, some blaze powder up there. Getting our inventory more and more situated as time goes on. Put the glowstone up there. And our Inferno Crystal is complete. So, this will give us bits of lava sand, which will be important in the future. For now, though, let's make ourselves an Energon arrow heater. Now, for this, we're going to need 4 ceramic and a furnace. Let's make those real quick. Alright, furnace. I'm going to go ahead and make our one more Inferno dust. Oops. And get that going. How's our fuel? We have plenty of fuel going. Alright, now let's talk about the next piece that we're going to need here. Energon. We're going to need a crude circuit. Now, let's talk about what this is. This is a different pattern. Well, how do you get a crude circuit pattern? You just end up recrafting through everything. So if we take a look at this, we have a refined one. If we craft it, it becomes a perfected one. If we craft it, it becomes a crude one. So we'll put that back in there. We have the 3 nuggets that we need worth of material. Let's take a look. And the final thing, actually it all looks like it's ready to go. So, oh, that was unfortunate. So we will just, it's nice and easy to just swap these around. Oh, I may have gotten rid of the gold though. Yeah, that I did. Alright, well, good to know, don't break that in the future. Let's see here. We circuit, let's get a piece of gold. Not 2 pieces, please. For some reason, when you click with an empty hand, it gives you 2. So we're going to go grind this down into gold. Realistically, we only lost 3 nuggets worth of gold. It's not too bad. Now, one of the things you may consider doing towards the later stages of the pack, we're probably going to be using more and more of these machines. Specifically, the Rotary Grinder and the heat sawmill, and then there's basically a furnace version of these machines. That way you don't have to use coal all the time. And that I also made a little bit of. Basically, I ended up automating cobblestone smelting and a couple other things late game on our stream version. So we've got our crude circuit. Let's come over here and... Did I not grab? I thought I grabbed our ceramic. Apparently not. Alright, let's get the ceramic. Craft this on up. And now we have an Energon arrow heater. This is the 3rd tier of arrow heaters. Let's go ahead and collect our cheese sandwich and our Zen Sapling. The Zen Sapling is going to be super important in the future. I will show you here in a moment what that is, but first we're going to take a look at Energon. We're going to need diamond dust, emerald dust, and nether quartz dust, and a piece of sand. So let's grab 1 emerald, 1 diamond, piece of sand, and there's another quartz on us. It is. Let's go downstairs. And we'll throw some of this into our rotary grinder. Place this in there. And let's take a look at the uses on our blocks here. So what can we do with a block of quartz? Well, if we rotary grind it down, we will get our 4 pieces of nether quartz. So we're going to wait on this for a minute. Craft it on up. Put the piece of quartz in there. This is why we saved one, or made an extra of the blocks of quartz. And while this is working, let's come over here and take a look at our Zen Sapling. So you'll notice the Zen Sapling, he's pretty colorful. And what he does is he makes a beautiful tree like so. We're going to hope to get a sapling back. Generally, you're going to want to use a crook on this. I probably should have. But let's take a look at the Zen Sapling. Zen Sapling. So you basically don't need a whole lot. We now just need a couple crystals to get another one back. Do I have a vanilla sapling? Let's eat our cheese sandwich here. Add a little bit of room to our inventory. Grab our quartz. We'll grab a sapling. And we'll come upstairs. We will craft our energy and dust. And then we will craft another sapling. Alright. Energy and dust. 2 of that. Clears up our inventory a little bit. We're going to need a little bit more though. And I'll show you how we're going to get that. So let's get 4 crystals. Not that many. 1 please. Thank you. And we will craft another Zen Sapling. There we go. Alright. I'm going to come back down. And we'll use a crook on it this time like we are supposed to. Alright. Grab our stone crook. Holding shift. Alright. Now. There we go. So we got 13 saplings from that. No Zen though. You notice we got 2 Zen earlier when we broke the tree. So let's talk about Zen. Recipe. We can turn 1 Zen wood into Zen. And then 4 Zen leaves into Zen. And, you know, generic other things like a sapling. You can get Zen ore. I don't think it's in the pack. But you can do the same thing here. Let's check our uses on the Zen. So, some of the things we can do with Zen is make this wonderful Zen stone. It's a very nice aesthetic. And you can make Zen ingots as well to make a Zen crafting table. I don't think we're going to end up going into that very much. But so, in one of the future episodes, you will probably see me incorporate Zen blocks into our build. Just because they are pretty nice. Alright, so we finished all of these. Now, let's talk about our energy and dust. Our energy and dust, if we take a look, can be put through the magnetic reassembler to make energy and crystal seeds. We'll go ahead and put these up here because that's what we're going to want to do. We will grab some of this, put one of those in. I did not need as many as I grabbed. And then let's grab some ceramic real quick. And we'll need some sticks. That seems like a good amount. Alright, we got a crafting table here. One thing we're going to need when it comes to these seeds is a crystal cutter. And you'll notice that this guy is super easy. 4 ceramic. And then... oh, I seem to be short 1 ceramic. Thought I grabbed 5. Go back up here, grab it. Always with the 2. Alright, so we'll make this guy now. And he is going to be what we use when we harvest our seeds. Again, always use a crystal cutter. There is a downside to harvesting these seeds without using the crystal cutter. And that is, it will spawn TNT, and it will kill you. It is not the nicest thing in the world, by far. Alright, so once that's done here, let's go ahead and put glass there. That'll work fine. While we're waiting for that, let's talk about this bit of lava sand. We can mix it with glue to make magma creams. We can make bigger bits of lava sand. We can make fire charges. But I think the most important thing that I end up using it for is turning bits of lava sand into blaze rods. We get 2 of these. And let's talk about what it takes to make a bit of lava sand. Well, you just need some sand, a bit measure, and a bucket of lava. Bit measure here is a bowl and 2 glass. Super simple to make. Now we don't have to worry about blaze rods too much in the future. Alright, so you'll notice a couple things about these. Where do I want to plant them? We will just plant them along the side back here. You'll note they're adding some light, which is good. And they're going to grow a little slowly. So one of the things you'll notice here is shortly we're going to take a moment, let these grow, and we'll come back when they're fully grown. But again, before we go away, please remember to harvest with the crystal cutter. you will blow up your base if you don't. Alright guys, we'll be back in a moment once these have grown a little bit. Welcome back. As you can see, these are growing. You'll notice they're both at 40%. Now, the interesting thing about these is we can actually harvest them a little bit, even when they're only at 4%. If we right click on this, you'll see we harvest it, gave us 1 seed, and is down to 20% growth. Every 20% you can harvest. So, oops, well, that was not good, but we will harvest both these, and it leaves them there. Then generally what I do is I place down 3 more, and we just continue growing them until we cannot, grow them more. We run out of space. And I'm sure you will use these in the future. There's our crystal cutter. You can see they grow at varying speeds. It's not always the same speed that they grow, and sometimes it can be hard to tell from a distance which ones are grown, which ones aren't. So generally I like placing a line like this along the base to grow them, and then eventually what I do is I will build a platform out over the lava somewhere realistically. That way if I ever do accidentally harvest one of these with the wrong tool, then it doesn't explode our entire base. So we're gonna need 8 of this, and basically we're gonna sit here and fill up this row, and then once we are done with that, we will be back. And we're back. As you can see, we finally got some of this growing. I've got 3 in my inventory, and I have repaired, well, not necessarily repaired. I've made a new crystal cutter because, yeah, doesn't have the greatest durability. This will be solved a little bit in the future, but it's, ooh, this one grew just in time. Harvest this. We're going to need quite a bit of this, so this is why I put this such a high priority. That one's a 20, this one's a 20, this one, and this one. Alright, now we have plenty. Let's go downstairs. We're going to throw it in the Rotary Grinder. And where'd they go? There we go. Alright, so the Rotary Grinder is going to break them back down into that dust that we had initially. That way we can turn it into what we need to put into the Energon arrow heater. As you can see, again, a little bit of a slow process. So let's put some of this stuff away. Book, bucket. I don't think we need all of that. Do we have any food needs? Not quite yet. Alright, we got 3 so far, and the next thing we're going to make after that is a Primordial Reactor. So we're going to need 4 carbon plates, a perfected circuit, and some more ceramic. So let's go work on that while we're waiting. I don't know that we have enough carbon currently. Because it takes 9 each. So it'd put us to 29. We need 36. We need 7 more. Is that? Yeah, that looks right. Alright, so we're going to have to let this grind down in the Rotary Grinder as well. Alright, we need 1 more. And then that'll complete our quest and give us enough for what we need for now. We can put more of this in later. This is one of the reasons I mentioned that kind of automating this in the future is going to be a high priority. So we're going to come upstairs and put some of this cactus away. I was harvesting some of it while I was waiting on materials. I'm going to actually put a bunch of this stuff up here. Because we won't need it super soon, and if we do, then it's up here instead of down there. Incinerator. Alright, we have our arrow heater. We're going to place that here. And, ooh. And we'll come back down run over here. Yeah, a little bit slow, but we can craft 2 of these. Alright. Let's take a look at what we need for the perfected circuit. We need 1 gold, circuit plate, a diamond, and we'll have to craft that pattern into the other piece. So again, gold is going to have to go in the Rotary Grinder. This is why I mentioned you may just want to craft multiple of some of these early on. Oh, we made another crude circuit on accident. That's okay. Can we turn this into anything? We can turn it into an automatic crystal cutter. What is that actually? Doesn't say what it does. Alright. Oh yeah, we will need that possibly in the future. We'll probably make another energy and arrow heater in the future anyway. So, that does mean we're going to need another piece of cactus. There. Another piece of paper. Let's run back down here. And we will throw the cactus in here. And let's take a look back at the quest book to see, what was it? Here. Circuit plates. So we need a piece of clay and we actually need a little bit more paper. Alright, we got 4 of that. Make a little bit more paper. We're going to have to go grab the clay. A lot of this is running back and forth. Alright. Oh, thankfully we had 1 more piece of clay. So let's make some more of these. And come over here. We're going to craft that there. Turn this twice into the perfected. Put that guy in there. We're going to need, what was it, a diamond? Yes, it is. So let's grab a diamond. Can this one go? No. I'm still trying to figure out when pristine diamonds can be used versus regular diamonds. As you can see, we've got about a 50-50 split of them. And I try to use the pristine ones whenever possible because those are ones that can't be used in everything, as we just saw. Alright. Coal is finally done, so we can place that in here. Make our 4 carbon plates. Get our piece of gold, that way we can put it up in the solder. We need a piece of charcoal to get the solder working again. Put that there, and charcoal. Put one of those in there. Alright, and in a moment, we should have our perfect piece. Claim this. We get 4 more energy and crystals and some repairing paste. Let's talk about the repairing paste. Place it in your left hand to slowly repair items in your right hand. It can repair up to 500 damage. This doesn't work on everything, but one of the things it does work on, if we watch here, 172, 182, it does repair the crystal cutter. So when you're using the crystal cutter, I would suggest having this in your offhand. That way it doesn't break. So I'm going to place this here. I'm going to place this in here as well. Alright. And this guy's getting started. So the next thing that we're going to get making is 8 Primordium. Now for Primordium, you need a lot of stuff. And we'll talk about what the Primordium does. So we're going to get a stack of seeds, a stack of wheat. We need a stack of sugarcane. I'm going to move this over here. What crops do we have over here? We have almost a stack of flax seeds. Let's turn that into an actual stack of flax seeds. Alright, so we ate that. Place these down. Harvest these if we can. Alright, I think that should be enough to finish off the stack. Yes, it is. So let's grab that. And we'll come over here. What do we have for normie seed stuff? We need potatoes. We need beets. Melons. Normie seeds and carrots. So we need to finish off our potatoes and beets. Let's harvest all these, and hopefully it won't take too long to get our full stacks. Potatoes are going to be the hardest thing to get though, because we need a bunch of those. Alright, let's come back along, grab anything we missed. How are we on the potato front? We're at 52. Let's put the rest of these away. Normie seeds, wheat. Alright, we're getting close. Just need the potatoes now. Alright. So, we are one potato short. Baked potato, melon, carrots, wheat, normie seeds. Alright, we're going to hold shift. We need one more potato. It is super important to have 9 different stacks of plants, though. Because I'll show you what the Primordial Reactor does once we get up there and have it made. But for now, we need one more set of crops to finish off. Hopefully, and get a potato. That did not give us a potato. Come on, someone give me a potato. No potato. There's a potato. Alright. Now we can put the rest of this stuff away. No, and are we waiting on... Nope. Alright, that just means we're waiting on the solder. Come back upstairs, grab our perfected circuit, come over here, and what are we short on? Ceramic. See, I told you we would be using a bunch of ceramic. Here we go. Primordial Reactor. Place this guy here. Let's take a look. So, what this guy does is he turns all these into Primordium. Now, the recipe here looks a little odd. You'll notice that we have this progress bar here in the middle, and it's not really showing anything. So it kind of just looks like, from this, that one beetroot seed or one carrot will get you a Primordium. It's not how it works. We're going to place... Oh, apparently Flax Seeds are not going to work out. That is okay. So we're going to be a little inefficient here. We're going to put our energy and dust up here. And I think it takes 4 or 5 to process this. So each time this ticks in terms of processing here, it's going to take one of each of these plants and apply it to our progress bar. Once it gets up to heat, we'll see it takes about 36 pieces of crops to actually get one Primordium. So we have 8 stacks and 4 processings of that. Gotta wait. This gets much, much hotter than our other machines. This gets up to 225, I believe it is. So we're gonna wait for that to go, and let's go put our flax back in the seed, or in the chest. And once we are done with this, I believe, do we just have one more quest to go? Is that accurate? Or is this the last? Not the incinerator. Beetroot go in there. Let's take a look. Alright. Carrots. The only thing after that is the atomic reshaper, which we will probably get to work on next episode. This episode's probably already going a little bit longer than it should. Put the carrots in here. Run upstairs real quick. And are we done? No. Still not quite up to temperature. Is it 250 that it might be 250. Because I believe it's 125 the other one works at. There we go. Alright, so we ran 1, only gave us this. Ran 2, only gave us this. 3, 4, little bit more than 4. So it takes 6 to make 1 Primordium here. I believe I think it's 4 when you have 9 of them. Which would be the 36 that we mentioned. So, while we're waiting on that, let's put some things away. We will need to make 1 more circuit, but we will leave that for next episode. We're just going to complete this quest here, and then that will be the end of things. So I hope you guys enjoyed today. We made a lot of progress. These are going to be super useful in the future because, as you can see, they are powered here. And our next machine that we're going to make, this atomic reshaper, it is also going to need the arrow heater worth of heat. Up to 5. So we'll probably make another one of these arrow heaters. Why are you... Oh. I saw the progress bar up in the top left going down, and I was like, why is it going down? It shouldn't be going down. It has plenty of fuel. That's how much fuel is left. It always freaks me out. Alright, 1 more, and then we will be done with our quest. But probably not between this episode and the next one, but probably in between next episode and the one afterwards is when we're going to start applying the Zen bricks to our base. We're going to claim this, get 32 wheat, and we will be back next time, guys. I hope you had a lot of fun. I know I am having a blast with this pack. It's always a bunch of fun to play because it's very different from a lot of the other mod packs that I've played. Before this mod pack, never played with this mod before, haven't played with Evil Craft, and several of the others that we're going to work with in the future. I will see you guys next time. Bye!